For today's Voice of the Crisis, we go to Brazil and to a yoga studio that's giving virtual classes. One of the fascinating parts about Voice of the Crisis is we're seeing how everybody is just being so ingenious in terms of keeping your businesses going. Well, YogaFlow shut down in March, of course, for the obvious reasons, after a student tested positive. Now it's offering fewer classes. And it's lost, obviously, its massage revenue, but it's refused to lay off 20 employees. The staff are working harder. It's got various online platforms, Zoom, for instance, a booking engine, and all of those sort of things. With me is Charlie Barnett, who used to work on Wall Street, then went to Brazil. Charlie, reading the notes, it's fascinating. You were determined not to lay off any staff. But the issue was how to create anything approaching the same sort of revenue from your yoga classes.
That's right. We really made a big effort to transfer as much of our business onto the internet as possible. Obviously, there are certain things like massages that you can't do on the internet, but we were able to put up in just about 5 or 6 days more than 80 classes a week of yoga, and also our weekend training courses onto the internet via streaming.
So how much of revenue, percentage-wise, do you think you're getting back compared to what it was before?
I'd say around 40%. That's about as far as I think we can go. And that's enough to keep our business going, to meet our payroll, to keep our teachers working and getting paid, pay our rents. We've been able to renegotiate our leases down somewhat. It sort of will keep us in a holding pattern until we can eventually get back to normal.
This is phenomenal to hear, Charlie. This is really heartwarming that, you've reached a level, albeit not nice, but a sustainable level that will put you in a good position to open, and crucially for your employees, keep them going.
That's right. And interestingly enough, it seems that our students really like being able to do yoga in their homes, looking at a screen. I personally would much rather do it in person. But, and in fact, they've actually requested that once we reopen the studios, we continue to offer streaming classes in the future.
Sure. And also, interestingly, the way in which you've managed to have to put all different technologies together. How much of your previous background in finance on Wall Street, which you may well have left behind for a more spiritual and wholesome life and yoga, but how much of that background came back to serve you well in a crisis of resource?
Well, I think it's been serving me well for a number of years now, but certainly in learning how to move quickly and to motivate my staff and to get them to get all pieces together has certainly been a good thing to have.
I tell you what, here comes the promise. I don't know anything about yoga, but how about I sign up for a class and pay for it? I'll pay for it, full whack, don't want any discount. And you set me up with one of your instructors and we can do a working from home yoga class. Can we do that?
Sure, it sounds like a good idea. You can work on your Portuguese while you're at it.
It will be a very short class if it's in Portuguese. Good to see you, Charlie. Thank you very much. I think I'll be able to work out, but you twist yourself like that. Thank you, sir.